Brandi Passante has always been more than just a familiar face from reality television. From the moment she stepped onto screens on Storage Wars, she stood out with a sharp wit, quick instincts, and a presence that felt completely unfiltered. Audiences didn't just watch her bid on storage units, they watched a woman who knew exactly who she was and wasn't afraid to show it. Over the years, that confidence has become her signature, shaping how fans see her both on and off camera. What makes Brandi so compelling is that her appeal never relied on gimmicks or controversy. Instead, it came from authenticity, humor, and a grounded sense of self. Recently resurfaced photos have reminded fans of this core trait, sparking renewed admiration. These images don't reveal something shocking or out of character. They simply reinforce what people have always loved about her: a woman comfortable in her own skin, embracing life with style, strength, and a refreshing sense of independence that still resonates years after her television debut. From reality TV star to cultural favorite, Brandi's journey from reality TV personality to widely admired public figure didn't happen overnight. When Storage Wars first aired, viewers were drawn to the competitive thrill of auctions, but they stayed for the personalities. Brandi quickly became one of the most talked about cast members because she balanced toughness with humor and relatability. She wasn't trying to play a role, she was simply being herself. That authenticity helped her stand apart in a genre often criticized for being overly produced. Over time, fans began to follow her beyond the show, curious about who she was when the cameras weren't rolling. Social media offered glimpses into her real life, interests, and personal style, and people connected with that honesty. The recently discussed photos feel like an extension of that evolution. They don't mark a reinvention, but rather a continuation of her growth, showing how she has matured into a confident, self-assured woman who understands her influence and uses it thoughtfully. Style as self-expression, not shock. Value. One reason the resurfaced photos have generated conversation is Brandi's sense of style, which has always been expressive without feeling forced. Fashion for her seems less about trends and more about mood and personality. Whether she's dressed casually or stepping out in a more polished look, there's a clear through line of confidence. The outfits people are talking about aren't extreme or designed to provoke. They're bold in a quieter way, reflecting comfort and self-awareness. Brandi shows that style doesn't need to push boundaries to make an impact. A well-fitted blazer, a relaxed summer outfit, or a simple dress can say a lot when worn with confidence. Fans respond to that because it feels attainable and real. These photos highlight how she uses clothing as a form of self-expression, not a statement meant to distract or shock, but one that reinforces her identity as someone who knows what works for her and embraces it fully. The summer moments that fans loved. Among the images that caught the most attention are those showing Brandi enjoying time by the water on a warm summer day. There's something universally appealing about seeing a public figure relaxed and at ease, and these photos capture exactly that feeling. She isn't posing dramatically or trying to curate a perfect moment. Instead, she appears present, comfortable, and genuinely happy. Fans connected with these images because they showed a side of Brandi that feels familiar and human. It's a reminder that behind the television persona is someone who enjoys simple pleasures, like sunshine, water, and quiet moments away from the spotlight. The reaction online wasn't about spectacle, it was about appreciation. People praised her natural energy and the calm confidence she radiated. In a media landscape that often rewards extremes, these understated images stood out precisely because they felt honest, reinforcing why so many people continue to admire her years after her initial rise to fame. Elegance at public events and appearances. Another collection of photos highlights Brandi at public events, where her style takes on a more refined and elegant tone. These images showcase her ability to adapt her look while staying true to herself. Dark dresses, tailored blazers, and thoughtfully chosen denim pieces reveal a sense of sophistication that feels earned rather than manufactured. She doesn't appear to be chasing validation or trying to fit into a mold. Instead, she presents herself with quiet confidence, letting simplicity and fit do the work. Fans noticed how these looks reflect her growth over time, marking a shift from reality TV newcomer to someone comfortable navigating public spaces with ease. The elegance in these photos isn't flashy. It's controlled and intentional. They show a woman who understands her presence and knows how to command attention without demanding it. That balance between boldness and restraint is what many people find inspiring and refreshing. More than images, the woman behind them. What truly elevates these photos is the story of the woman behind them. Brandi Passante's appeal has never rested solely on her appearance. Her success comes from years of hard work, smart decisions, and resilience in a challenging industry. She built her reputation by being quick-thinking, assertive, and unafraid to speak her mind, qualities that translated into real-world business success. Beyond that, she's been open about life's ups and downs, sharing experiences that resonate with fans who appreciate honesty over perfection. The photos simply reflect that inner strength. They aren't a departure from who she is, they're a visual continuation of her journey. Seeing her confident and composed reminds people that growth doesn't require abandoning authenticity. It requires embracing it more fully. That's why these images feel meaningful. They symbolize a woman who has navigated fame on her own terms, staying grounded while continuing to evolve. Confidence without crossing lines. A key reason these images have sparked positive conversation is that they challenge a common misconception about boldness. Too often, confidence is equated with excess or controversy. Brandi's photos quietly push back against that idea. They show that being bold can simply mean being comfortable, expressive, and unapologetically yourself. There's nothing forced or inappropriate about the way she presents herself. Instead, there's a sense of ease that comes from self-acceptance. Fans have responded to that message because it feels empowering. It suggests that confidence doesn't need approval or explanation. It can exist on its own, grounded in self-respect. In a world where public figures are constantly scrutinized, Brandi's approach feels refreshing. She isn't trying to prove anything. She's simply living her life, and that authenticity resonates deeply. These images serve as a reminder that true confidence is subtle, steady, and rooted in knowing who you are. Why fans continue to admire her, the sustained admiration for Brandi Passante isn't accidental. It's built on years of consistency, relatability, and genuine connection. Fans don't just remember her for sharp one-liners or memorable moments on television. They appreciate how she has handled success, attention, and change. The recent buzz around these photos shows that people still care, not out of nostalgia alone, but because she continues to represent something meaningful. She embodies independence, resilience, and a refusal to be boxed into expectations. That combination makes her relatable across different stages of life. Whether viewers discovered her during the early days of storage wars or followed her later through social media, the connection feels personal. These images have reignited conversations, not because they reveal something new, but because they reaffirm what fans already believe. Brandi remains a symbol of confidence done right, grounded in authenticity rather than performance. A lasting impression, built on authenticity. In the end, the attention surrounding these rare photos says as much about the audience as it does about Brandi Passante herself. People are drawn to authenticity, especially in a world saturated with curated perfection. Brandi's images stand out because they feel real, reflective of a woman comfortable with her journey and proud of who she has become. They remind us that style, confidence, and presence don't have to be loud to be powerful. Sometimes, the most lasting impressions come from moments of quiet assurance. Brandi's story continues to resonate because it's rooted in truth rather than spectacle. She has shown that success doesn't require reinvention at every turn, only growth and self-awareness. These photos capture that philosophy beautifully, offering fans a glimpse of a life lived with intention and confidence. That's why the conversation continues, and that's why Brandi Passante remains a figure people admire and respect.